Hey folks, day one. Love is the greatest of these. If I have faith so that I can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. 1 Corinthians 13:2. Loving God and others is what life is really about. No matter who you are or what you do, it comes down to whether you live a life of love or not. And there's a vast difference between the two. One is priceless and one is meaningless. Love is the most important ingredient to meaningful relationships. It is fundamental to true significance. Your quality of life is directly tied to the amount of love flowing in you and through you to others. Though it's often overlooked, love is infinitely more valuable than riches, fame, or honor. They will pass away, but love remains. You can be fulfilled without these, but not without love. The absence of love leaves a devastating void. When it's not present, your spirituality becomes superficial, your benevolent deeds self-centered, and your sacrifices insincere. In any relationship where love is not your motivation, you can expect it to feel bland and unfulfilling, if not meaningless. When asked to identify life's greatest command, Jesus summed it up this way: to love God with all you are and to love your neighbor as yourself. Will you embrace a life of love? This week's dare. Begin praying this week. Lord, teach me what real love is and make me a loving person. The first thing that comes to mind when I read this is, wow, I thought I was a pretty loving person. And in 1 Corinthians 13:4-6, it says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not boast, it's not envious, it's not proud, etc., etc. And I've been trying to work on that since, since I don't know when, but definitely before I was married. And I thought I was like kind of moving in a good direction, and as far as love and stuff like that, and forming and shaping my own personality and character around that, until I met Sherry, and she really pushes me to love beyond what I know is familiar. Her love languages are very different than mine. Our past, our history, just our personalities and temperaments are just very different. And so, what speaks to me and my soul does not a lot of times speak to her. So really it does take a lot of effort to take the extra step of like, okay, let me love, and let me be intentional about learning to love in a different kind of way than what I'm used to. So very, very helpful, very good reminder to love in a real kind of way and not just my kind of way. So that's day one.